Hold on. Floyd Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya, and that's what turned him up. Cause Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather wasn't shit. Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather was the exact spitting image of what's going on right now. You got a bunch of good dudes and shit.
Pretty Boy didn't become Money Mayweather until after he beat De La Hoya.
Until he beat who? Say it again.
De La Hoya.
De La Hoya was the cash cow. Yeah, didn't nobody give a fuck about no Pretty Boy. Nope. Nobody and even though he was fucking flawless, he was like Boots is right now. Man, we don't give a fuck. Man, you ain't fought nobody, or his record is to be. You know what I'm saying? He actually got some dudes on there who
his record is to be questionable, but it's like, did you catch him at the right? But it don't matter.
You can look at who he really is, but it's not just emphatic like that nigga got. You know what I mean? Until he fought that boy Golden Boy. Then and they took a fucking 70-30 split on that shit. I believe it was a 70-30 split. I know it wasn't on 60-40. It was like a 70-30 or 80-20. It was some egregious.
He didn't take the majority of that shit.
Oh, I know, nigga. Of course he didn't take the majority. No, I'm not disputing that. I'm talking about it wasn't a 60-40 is what I'm saying. I'm talking about it was a 70-30 and it might have been an 80-20 in Golden Boy's favor. I think it was egregious. It was something like you would never think.
He understood that he was like the science.
But he understood I'm going to put my money behind these things right here, nigga. And look, if I beat this dude, I'm gonna be the next guy. I'm gonna be the next dude. And
really, like I said, that's when he became Money Mayweather.
Right, because he knew after that was a calculated play fighting.
Pretty Boy, and he became Money.
It was a calculated play fighting that dude, and then being that it was
you beat the La Hoya promotions.
Being that it was a split decision just makes it all the better for the years after, because you would have won a more conclusive decision, but now they still rivals to this day. Look at Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis, nigga. Yo, bro, nigga, I love it. Cause Oscar De La Hoya can still say, nigga, bro.
It's not just gonna be me and your fight. It's gonna be me and your protege.
Because Oscar De La Hoya, Oscar can still say, bro, if I fought you again,
fuck that shit. Are we friends? Because now we got our proteges going at each other. Come on, we not.
No, I'm saying this shit matters and it's relevant because they only had one fight. There was usually because this is relevant. Floyd fought a couple of guys who such and such beat him. Okay, I'll fight him again. And the rematch, Floyd decisive. You feel me? This didn't happen here. And in that fight, which I say obviously Floyd outclassed him, but a guy like Golden Boy can say, man, dude, if I had a second chance, that fight would look a hell of a lot different. And it would. It would. He has every right to say, he can't argue that he won that fight, in my opinion, because your ass didn't. But my nigga, if you run that shit back, and I mean run that shit back as his next fight, because the nigga had the clock was ticking.
Right out the back.
Because the clock was ticking for Golden Boy.
For De La Hoya, yeah.
Yeah, the clock was ticking for the nigga. And Floyd was literally only getting better. Floyd might have won again, but Floyd might have gotten knocked down. Floyd might have gotten knocked down. Do you hear me?
No, yeah.
Do you hear me?
If they would have had to run that shit back the second time, just like that,
he might have found something. He might have seen something.
De La Hoya would have definitely put that nigga on the camera.
I think he would have dropped him. I think he had the ability. Now I'm talking about 40. I'm talking about a 40% chance. He had a 40. Now who else has a 40% chance to drop Floyd Mayweather? Conor McGregor. Nah, not really. He could touch that boy though.
If you drop him 40, if you push that nigga in the deeper rounds, you might knock that nigga down.
Nah, ain't no deeper rounds. He ain't gonna. You can't outclass Floyd Mayweather in the deeper rounds. There's nobody that it's over with. Once you get past round 6, 7 is your last motherfucking chance to do whatever it is you was trying to do, and it's gonna be the hardest for you to do it here. But
I feel like it might be the eighth round.
Bro, Floyd, no, because it's gonna be about Golden Boy being aggressive, but being aggressive efficiently. Meaning, we just played UFC, nigga.
Yeah.
And when I wanted to land what I wanted to land, it was devastating when I landed it. Now, when we was trading and I was trying to do that shit, it wasn't that effective, right? But when I wanted it to be effective, it was the same thing I've been doing to you while we was trading that you was eating. Now I do it at the perfect time. Bop, bop. You out of there. If gold, that's all you need to focus on. And he's not going to be able to do that in the later rounds. Because Floyd is a master of the later rounds. The later rounds is when Floyd decides if he wants to pressure you or not. Now, if he feels that you've gotten it, oh, okay, Golden Boy got to figure it out in the late rounds. Then I'm just gonna keep fighting on the back foot. Fuck it. I'm not gonna press you now, and I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing to win the fight, which is what he's criticized for. But he was winning the fight already. Only times that he fucking or gets a stoppage or whatever the case may be, or really starts dominating is on the later ends when he's gotten you. You know what I'm saying? When he's won the cardio battle, when he's still fighting behind his jab, and he's still way more evasive than you. His footwork is still better than yours. His footwork is the same speed.
Well, that's what he did with Conor McGregor. He's like, bro, I'm just...
And that fight was incredible.
Yeah.
And that fight was incredible, Miguel. Like, bro, that fight was...
Even without Conor McGregor understanding the whole boxing, he understood.
No, he did, though. He really...
Well, because they were like, he took a lot of the shots behind the head. No.
Yeah, oh yeah. As far as that was just motor skills. That's just motor skills. He can't stop that, bro. If a nigga, this is my motor skills. I can't. Dude, that fight was the most, dude. Dude, that is a fight that I'm gonna talk about with my kids, bro, and my grandkids, bro.
Especially the first one. The second one, because Mayweather figured this nigga out. No. Did he fight a second time?
No. No, I wish. Good. What? What are you talking, nigga? Miguel. Nigga. I wish it wouldn't have been no. I wouldn't have been no second time with dude, man, a second, dude. Like I never even fathomed a second time. Dude, like, damn, you just exploded my brain with that shit. Like, nigga, you literally just, bro, like, dude, a second fight. I never even thought about it, dude. Like, I'm talking about, like everybody's still trying to make these, like Jake Paul and all this shit. Dude, a fucking McGregor Mayweather 2 would be so, even because, okay. The reason why it makes sense is because McGregor has been on the downcline. Because Floyd is only getting older and McGregor is bigger than him. And like that's why it would made sense in the first place. Because McGregor was a little bit bigger than him and Floyd was a little bit over the hill. So we thought. Right? Now, this time he actually might be a little bit over the hill. And McGregor is definitely over the hill. Dude. And the candor of both of these guys, these characters are going to make themselves, man, I never even thought about it. Miguel, you trip. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Bro, McGregor Mayweather 2 is better than anything Jake Paul has done. Even better than Logan Paul or Mayweather. Way better, dude. I mean, it's not going to happen, though, because as far as the decline goes, Mayweather wins the decline battle. You're a little bit older, bro. It's not going to be in your favor the way all of these other ones have been. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely going to win the...
I can't... like... Damn, you all right, Kenfo? That cup beer.
Nah.
Yeah, that beer in the cup, boy. Nigga, yeah, fast. Go down fast. Wow, dude, you just hit me with something different there. Amigo ain't put on the head one time, bro. We both rocking Rockets and shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They ain't put the shit on. But, man, dude, that's better than anything Jake Paul's got going. I would love to see that. I want to see Francis Ngannou get into the game. I need to see Francis Ngannou. He can start out with Big Baby Anderson. Remember the dude with the pimp stick? The heavyweight? Francis Ngannou can start out with him. He's a that dude's a young knockout artist. He hadn't had no real, challenges. I'm not one who's on board with throwing Francis in there with Fury. Bro, Fury.
Don't do that. No.
That's absolutely absurd. Like, the only thing that made it interesting to me is that. Oh, actually, I don't even think I've went over this with you, bro. You know, Fury addressed this, right?
What?
Oh, he said what? You don't even know.
He said, he's like, bro, you couldn't even face me or Dante Wilder.
No, bro, no. Fury tweeted that nigga Ngannou. Fury, come on in here, baby. Fury tweeted that nigga Ngannou and said, "Yo, I'm down for a bout, a boxing match." But see, obviously Fury wins this 100 times out of 100. Because your power doesn't fucking matter. You're only going to be able to land a jab or two on me. Because I move too much. I'm Tyson Fury, nigga. Tyson Fury said, let's box with 4-ounce UFC gloves on. That changes everything. Now, that's a different sport. And, Chael Sonnen came out with it, bro. Like, stick behind your sport. You know what I mean? Don't try to change it up. But I'm like, Chael, you wouldn't be talking about this shit without the ridiculousness of this nigga talking about this 4-ounce glove shit. Box like you would regularly box. Same Queensberry rules or some shit. But do it with 4-ounce gloves. Now, every time that boy Francis touch your ass, boy, you gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be more accurate. It's got to be a little bit more accurate because you ain't got that birth of this right here. You just down to here. That's interesting, though. Is that not interesting? Tyson Fury wins with big boxing gloves every single time. Every single time. But I listen to Chael. Chael is my guy. I got Blue Blood Boxing Sports, and I got Chael Sonnen, Uncle Chael. Those are my main, and Ariel's in there too. But I listen to him, and he's like, as far as if you want to be realistic and talking about getting this fight done, you're not gonna be able to get it done with the UFC gloves on. It's a different sport. It's you know what I mean. So ultimately, let's just land back in boxing because really it doesn't matter. Francis, if Francis is really want to learn how to box like he says he did before he even started MMA or UFC or MMA in general, yeah, he always wanted to box. MMA was just easy to get into. Somebody saw him, like an agent or somebody literally saw this big ass dude and was like, "Yo, try this. Yo, try this MMA shit."
When you go see, you see this big ass gorilla, let's go.
No, I'm saying like this nigga literally was in boxing and could get nowhere, and one of these big fucking dudes saw him. Was like, these big, agent guys, and get it in this game. Fuck boxing. It's gonna take you forever to become somebody in boxing. Because boxing is so serious. You know what I mean? It's just so goddamn serious, bro. UFC, you have more of ability, or not UFC, MMA, you have more of ability to make a spectacle, out of yourself without all the pomp and circumstance. You know what I mean? If you got a good record and you knocking dudes fucking dumb in these bouts,
you're gonna get payday.
You're gonna get payday. And Francis, in his first 6 fights before UFC, Francis went submission. He lost the second fight by unanimous decision. And that dude that he lost to, I forget his name, but that dude he lost to was good. He looks like Jorginho Rosenstrike, big black gorilla ass nigga. He looked just like him, and he was a really well-rounded fighter. Francis lost that fight. Francis went on. I think he knocked out the next person. The 4th and 5th fight were both submissions. So he had 3 submissions out of his first 6 fights. Lost one of them, and the other 2 was knockouts. Only 2 knockouts. First UFC fight knockout. Then he only losses he had in UFC was to like two of the best guys. Derek Lewis beat him by decision. Handily beat him by decision. That's the only time Derek Lewis looked like a kick expert. Fucking, that nigga ain't got no legs. That nigga got chicken bone legs, and then looked like he was like a fucking kickboxing master in that fight, which is one of the most. Matter of fact, people say the most boring heavyweight fight of all time. No, sir. They forget about Houston Alexander versus Kimbo Slice. Worst fight of all time. We talking about two niggas. Like I always say, bro, when we make these fights to get two heavyweight or light heavyweight fucking sluggers, people who knock people fucking silly, we act as if it's a fucking secret to the people that we're putting in the fight in. We act like we don't know Houston Alexander knock people silly. We act like Kimbo Slice don't know that shit. We act like we keeping a secret from Houston Alexander that Kimbo Slice also knocks niggas the fuck silly. Like, we just gonna put them niggas in there. Hey, ooh, they don't know that they can both knock each other the fuck out. Ooh, they're gonna go in there swinging and then watch this. No, they both have watched all of each other's fights and all of each other's highlights and all of the hype and bullshit behind, you know, that makes them even more amazing.
They understand the whole.
They understand that this nigga can touch me. Just because I can touch a nigga and knock him the fuck out doesn't mean that other nigga that can do the same thing I can do can't touch me and knock me the fuck out, bruh. Like, people think that when we make these fights that we have some type of secret monopoly on this knowledge or this evidence that this nigga is a motherfucking haymaker king. Like, and we make these fights and like, oh, watch this. Well, I'm gonna make it. Buy the fight if you want to. It's only in the rematches where it counts. When we've seen, there's an example of, I forget who the dudes was, but same thing, like a couple of power hitters going at it, and the dude, and the dude.
Cotto went after,
You don't even know your story. You cut me off.
when Miguel Cotto went after the dude with the loaded gloves, when he came back and he literally beat the shit out of.
Right. So my point was, I forget who the two dudes was, but when you talk about this strength comparison, bro, these guys know who the fuck they are fighting. Yeah. They know they're just as strong as one another, and nobody else is as strong as them. Yeah. It's not a secret. So there was a story where this guy was talking about, like I said, I can't remember the names, but in the pre-fight conference or whatever, when they were supposed to do the square up, the dude who was getting the interview or whatever, he was like, man, he's describing, he's like, man, I was super afraid, you know what I'm saying? He admitted, like, yo, I'm afraid, you know what I'm saying? Because these niggas are never going to admit, you know what I'm saying? That's why we sit here think it's a secret, like, these guys don't know, because they're not going to admit that, bro, this nigga could probably knock me the fuck out. So we sit here thinking they don't know, or at least going about it as such. The dude was like, man, I was super nervous, super terrified about the dude's power. But in the pre-fight square off, the dude pushed me. And when he pushed me, I was like, that's all you got? And after that, I'm like, bro,
I'm in there.
Like, I'm in there, bro. Like, you strong, but you ain't that strong. And then you can see when a nigga push you like on some like emotional shit like that. You think he pushed you with all he got, whether he did or didn't. That's all you needed to see, though. Man, that nigga put everything behind that shit, nigga. And that's all you got? Oh, my nigga, you can't fuck with me, bro. Like, and he's like, that right there was the moment I knew I was going to beat him. Because I was no longer afraid of his power. I wasn't going out there to try to, you know what I'm saying? Shogun Rua. No, I'm sorry, not Shogun Rua. Junior Dos Santos was the best heavyweight boxer, in my opinion. Probably still. If I look at UFC, Junior Dos Santos is probably like the best and cleanest boxer of all heavyweights. And him versus Ngannou, he fought Ngannou. He wasn't trying to box Ngannou, bro. He looked like Miguel on the sticks. Like he was doing exactly like nigga. He had all the ability to outbox this nigga, right? But because of the power that he knew he was facing, all he was trying to do was match that nigga's power, bro. So everything he threw, head all the way down here, bow, 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 and he got caught. You feel me? He changed his game based off his fear. He stopped his own game plan. Like a lot of fights are won before the fight, won and lost before the fight, because you know you're gonna negate your entire training camp because you're afraid of this nigga's power and you're gonna try to match his power. So your whole training camp was based off of boxing this nigga. Just boxing him, just outboxing him and waiting for your opening. And then when you get in the fight, you so scared that you just throwing them whole haymakers to try to match his power. No, that's not your skill. That's not your skill, buddy. Right? That's crazy. That's how you have to deal with Francis Ngannou. That's the only way you're going to be able to deal with... Bro, Francis has stopped everybody he beat. He stopped everybody he beat. You know, nigga, I'm glad it happens on the 22nd. That's going to be our last weekend. The weekend after that, I'm trying to leave on the 22nd of January. If Francis Ngannou is fighting Cyril Gane, I think Cyril Gane going to get that ass knocked the fuck out. Cyril Gane is... Okay. Actually, this not gonna negate what I'm saying. I'm finna say this probably gonna negate what I said about the nigga Junior, because I'm thinking Cyril Gane is gonna outstrike him. He's gonna be with the, you know what I'm saying, because he's an all around. I'ma kick you, boom, 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 right? But I'm saying that's what Junior should have did, right? Is outbox him. I'm saying it's not gonna work for Cyril Gane, so why would it have worked for Junior? I'm saying it would have worked for Junior because in boxing, if you just boxing, he would have found his haymaker where to get it in there and knock that nigga out. Cyril Gane don't knock out nobody. Cyril Gane is just on the outside, technical, tit for tats. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's gonna do to Francis Ngannou if Francis plays that whole scared game, because that's what Derek Lewis did to him. And Derek Lewis is nowhere near a technical striker. And Derek Lewis just picked him out from the outside, kicks, you know what I'm saying, all fight, bro. So Cyril Gane is going to try to do that shit. But I think being that Derek Lewis should have been the next fight Francis has, Francis is already going to be worried about what happened in the fight with Derek Lewis, how he just got picked apart. And he's going to come down on that boy Cyril Gane very hard. He's going to come down, and Cyril Gane better be very, 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 very swift with the bob and weave. With the bob and weave, my nigga. Because I think it's going to be a 5-round fight. Like it's the same thing with Deontay Wilder. You don't have to be good when you this strong. when you this strong, my nigga, you gotta avoid me for 5 rounds, my nigga. You gotta avoid these uppercuts and hook haymakers for 5 rounds, my nigga. You can be quick as you wanna be. The quicker you is, the more your stamina gonna go down, nigga, and I'ma catch your bitch ass. Like I said, Francis is definitely fucking afraid of being hit. Francis Ngannou is scared to get hit in the face. Whether it's me, Miguel, or a heavyweight champion, another heavyweight champion of the world, that nigga is afraid to get hit, bro. I promise you. Francis Ngannou is scared to get touched in the face, bro. That's why as soon as he get hit in the fight, that nigga start throwing them hoes relentlessly. He starts throwing them hoes as hard as he ever thrown anything. As soon as he gets touched in the face, he's scared. You can watch it. You can watch it on the video he got on YouTube. The latest video of training for Cyril Gane. Bro, when Cyril Gane tap that boy enough times, he gonna tap that boy and wake his ass up and bop, 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 bop. Only thing I can see is Francis just being scared enough and just backing up the whole fight like he did with Derek Lewis, and there's been a unanimous decision because Francis never stepped forward once. That's the only thing, bro. That's the only thing, cause Cyril Gane, I ain't seen no ground game. Cyril Gane is a Walmart dollar store John Jones. He can't do the Muay Thai and the groundwork that John Jones can do. So he just a dollar store version. He don't come with all the features. He don't come with all the features. Watch. So we ready for that fight on the 22nd, baby. We will be watching it. We will be bringing you the live commentary January 22nd. Oh, I believe that's on a Saturday. It should be on a Saturday. Cyril Gane versus Francis Ngannou. I cannot wait for that fight, man. I cannot wait for that fight. Derek Lewis should have got that opportunity. They should have delayed the Cyril Gane versus Derek Lewis fight. They should have delayed that shit and let Derek Lewis rest until Francis Ngannou was ready. Francis Ngannou was the one who postponed the whole thing. He was gonna fight Derek Lewis. Cyril Gane stepped in. They should have postponed that whole thing. The heavyweight division is weak anyways. Y'all could have had some niggas on the bottom of y'all top 10 ranking fucking fighting on that night. Because don't nobody give a fuck about anybody in the motherfucking heavyweight division except for Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis. Cyril Gane is fresh meat. That boy Cyril Gane is fresh meat, my guy. He's a nice striker, but he has no finishing ability. No finishing ability. I've never seen it. Like, even John, when he's picking guys apart from the outside and stuff, he'll eventually get your ass down to the ground and start, wearing you out. When John Jones take you down to the ground, when you get up, your ass is not the same. When John Jones take you down, when you get up, you are a different man. Like, every time he does such effective work when he has you close to him. That's Muay Thai. That's why he's a Muay Thai guy. Like, no, he's a wrestler and a Muay Thai guy, but he's effective with every strike that he throws. Even if you clutch his hands up, you handcuff him, he starts hitting you with the ease. Bop, bop, bop. That boy look like motherfucking, like one of them goddamn staples, them Kappa staples. That nigga don't give a fuck, bro. That nigga John, he cuff his hands up, that nigga from the, I tell you, the whoa, hey. That nigga don't give a fuck, bro. That's my nigga John, bro. Heavyweight division is just trash though. Jorginho, Rosenstrike, Curtis Blades, both of them niggas trash. Alexander Volkov, his name Alexander. It's something Volkov, but he trash. That tall ass motherfucking. Stephen Struve, the real skyscraper was better than him. At least he knew when to take the fight to the ground. Fucking Volkov just try to fucking box and he suck at boxing. That nigga punches are so slow. These are the top. I'm talking about the top 5 of the heavyweight division right now. These are the top 5. Rosenstrike, Volkov, Rosenstrike, Volkov, Curtis Blades, Derek Lewis, and Stipe Miocic. Stipe on vacation right now. That boy just had a baby. He finna go. He already like 47 years old. Goddamn. He gone. Heavyweight division in boxing is better than the heavyweight division in UFC, bro. That's a damn shame. Man. Huh? That goddamn shame, man. We need some more advertising, some more marketing. Ain't nobody talking about Cyril Gane versus Ngannou. There's no story here, bro. Except for that motherfucking notorious sparring match that they had, which was not a sparring match. They were just fucking, technically sparring. Like, just boom, 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 boom. I'm practicing my defense for like 5 combos, and then I'm gonna go at you. You practice your defense for like 5 combos. We're protecting each other. Man. Oh, I wish I could be a commissioner of some of this shit, bro. Like, I think I'm trying to get me a boxer or something, bro. Man. I know I got a lot of endeavors going, but fuck. I'm gonna be a comedian. I'm all this shit, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Music TV. That's why it's TV, because it's a variety. Shout out Migos Custom Gear in this bitch, baby. He don't know what to say, but we in this bitch, man.